opportunity to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long.
David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there.
So physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. They are all over that one. They tried to fake and no one, and I mean no one, was fooled. So Oklahoma's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown Sooner! First score of the game goes up. The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Punt is in the air. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. To the air. It's Mateer. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. The best defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. Him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
Roseland, Indiana is Mrs. Daniels.
First play of the period will be a second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Hoosiers will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Linebackers have a tough job, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover two drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
To throw, it's Mateer. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay. and pushes the offense back. Off the play fake on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better.
Makes the catch on the right side. Off and running. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to...
Gonna let it fly. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way. Their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it away off his back foot. Snags it inside the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to burn this defensive back. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just
throws toward the end zone. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that, so it... on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking for room. It's up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Pulls it in. It's up. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he missed it. No good. And, guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. One more snap coming before halftime.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day.
He's loose. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana.
And that is an absolute backbreaker for this defense. On the final play of the first half, you allow a long touchdown. And the problem is it was a catch and run. It's one thing to just let the guy catch it. I get it when you're playing prevent, but you've got to get him down. They couldn't tackle, and he runs it into the end zone, and now they're trailing. That was a disaster.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far, and it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.